So, Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 5 released, and just like every other Fortnite season before it, it's packed with a smorgasbord of glitches and bugs. Some of these are harmless fun, some are totally weird, and some give an unfair advantage, and some will get you banned. I've compiled the 10 most broken and downright amusing ones for you to try for yourself. So let's do this. Oh, self-promotion. Use code ADAMARU, please, for extra, waffles in your life. Does that convince you? Oh well, let's do this! So I'm sure by now you've tried to stand on the 0 point, am I right? It's a pretty good spot actually, good viewpoint, decent angles, and a quick way to escape too. Well, have you tried taking a vehicle into the 0 point recently? Mechanically, it's a strange thing to see because the cars aren't able to pass through the 0 point, and instead the passengers are thrown through the orb while the ride sits and waits. Now do this from the top and everything changes. As expected, the passengers are thrown through the vortex of time and space, but the car stays on top, levitating happily. It's now possible to climb back up and get back in the vehicle. I have no idea why you'd want to do this, but those sightlines are great, and this bonding moment between teammates is unrivaled. Let's be honest here, if you haven't danced in the back of a pickup truck on the 0 point in Season 5, do you even Fortnite, bro? Okay, that was a fun one. Let's change to a glitch which could change your entire game. This is the unlimited Harpoon glitch. It's possible to fish with this item and never lose a charge. You could loot for days. For this glitch to work, you will need a full inventory and of course a harpoon. You'll also need an extra item which we'll be switching to, so get your butt down to a fishing hole and juggle the other item down there too. Here's the setup. You'll need to aim the harpoon at the fishing spot, but also make sure the extra item you brought is only 1 click away. Now pick up the item, and just at the split second it would replace your current item, use the harpoon. If done perfectly, not only will you have a newly fished item, but you'll also keep that harpoon charge. There's no limit to this can be done as many times as you can get this right, but I'm sure it will be patched at some point. The timing can be awkward, but after a few attempts, you'll feel the pattern and enjoy these moist goodies. So that one can legitimately change your game. Let's do something which doesn't at all. All around the island are NPCs to interact with. FYI, Kyle is here! So I decided to become the big man because he isn't out in the store just yet, using Mystique and her unique ability. And this works on all NPCs throughout this world, allowing us to try before we buy in some cases. Well, now for the glitch. Get your buttocks over to Maeve and take her out. Now use Mystique's ability to steal her identity. Here's the glitch. Simply jump into the water. Usually, Maeve has the ability to morph into animals. In water, that's a shark's tail. But check this version of Maeve out, she's different. Her tail does not exist at all. I'm lost for words, but I kinda like this. I'm unsure if this happens because I haven't unlocked her morphing ability yet in the Battle Pass, or if this is a gift for everyone. Rest assured it will be patched, so if you want to cosplay as a warrior mannequin, now's your time to shine. She's over by the boat graveyard on the east of the map. Season 5 brought us the Colosseum, but this place is actually indestructible, unlike most other POIs. Unbreakable structures always leads to peculiar shenanigans, one of which is so easy to recreate that everyone is doing this at this location, so you need to be very aware. Within each of the 4 corners of the Colosseum, it's possible to get out of bounds by simply walking up a ramp. That's it, nothing more, just 1 ramp needed for this. It's only a single 1x1 tile, but it becomes a secret nest to watch others, because they can't see you whilst you're up here. You can even take cheeky shots and knock down their builds. To get more out of this spot, place down and edit a floor tile and break away your ramp. You now have a dirty, stinking cheetah room. Enjoy yourself. From the other person's perspective, it's close to impossible to notice, so see this as a way to watch out for those glitches and be prepared for sudden attacks. For our next bunch of glitches, we're going to look at sand tunneling. It just came back this morning, so I can actually capture this footage now. I'm sure you've tried tunneling and you've got sand in your flip-flops. Did you know though, there are some areas which are totally broken when it comes to sand tunneling? For example, we can smash ourselves into different items whilst we're under the sand. We'll try that on this old slurp truck, and you'll be in for a surprise. Okay, it's not really a wow surprise, but hey, the texture is slapped off the truck without a reason at all. Can anyone make out where this texture is from? Could it be a clue? Or could it be just a glitch? Yes, it's just a glitch. Staying underground, you'll notice that it's actually possible to be a land hump under a few of the roads. The best one is here by Salty Towers. And my personal favourite, if you go towards objects which are low in the ground like a fence, it's possible to slowly move up them and make your hump in the sand more of a ball. Going too fast or too far breaks this stretching of the rules. This is my current biggest sand boulder. I challenge you to break my pointless world record. Whoever has the biggest balls wins. No, I can't say that. Sorry. Taking your sandy self through water and you'll be thrown out instantly. But there is a way to circumvent that. Over in Salty, there is a house which is slightly filled with water. If you get under the stairs, it's possible to start tunneling again, but this time you can go underwater. In terms of a hiding spot, this is impossible to see. The water haze on top and the objects here make this a top quality hiding spot. The only downside is when you actually do leave the water, you'll be ejected from your tunneling. Oh, that reminds me, one last one about sand snaking. Have you ever noticed how long it takes to jump out of the sand before firing a shot? It's sizable enough for your enemy to notice and one pump you in the face. But there's actually a little neat trick you can use. By switching your weapon when you're under the sand at the same moment you intend to jump out, you'll actually cancel the jump animation and instead be able to stand and fire instantly. This is criminally OP, so definitely use it, and if you don't want to use it, be aware of it. As is now a tradition in Fortnite, when the new season drops, we all figure out how to get back home to Spawn Island. This time around, it isn't as hard as the helicarrier, but a similar method must be used to get there. You'll either need a boat or a car and about 3,000 mats. To get back to Spawn Island by land, you'll need to build a bridge all the way until you hit the invisible barrier. Now you'll need a partner in crime. Vehicles can actually break through this barrier, so as long as you're inside a vehicle you can get through this. One person will slowly drive forward whilst the other builds a road in front of them. By the way, the person driving the car will have a dreadful point of view, so don't rush this. Eventually you'll feel confident enough that you're on home turf and you can swim to the island. The barrier remains there so you won't be able to get back, unless you've got enough gas. Alternatively, use a boat. Simply drive until you hit the barrier, then slow up, point your boat in the right direction, and simply switch seats. The boat will suddenly chug into action and get you all the way back to Spawn Island. It just takes a long while. And now a returning glitch from a few seasons back, and it's here again in Season 5. Underwater driving. Around the map you'll see loads of shallow areas of water in which you can do this, but like usual there's a best spot which is up by the bridge here. By taking a vehicle into the water you'll eventually be kicked out when it gets too deep. Now's the time to repeatedly get back in your car until the game doesn't kick you out anymore. Something glitches out here, and depending on how this went for you, the cars will now start to shake and judder. It's really strange. This will continue randomly with all vehicles you get in, so be aware of that when you're trying to fill your car up and it's dancing in front of your eyes. Anyway, the best thing about this is that you can now drive underwater without being kicked out, and you will not drown. You can stay here for as long as you like. The only thing you have to worry about is the fuel gauge. But to be serious, you should be questioning why you are doing this, and what has your life become? Like I'm thinking right now. So there we have it, 10 funny, peculiar, and downright cheaty glitches in Fortnite Season 5. I was not the first person to find these glitches. Orange Guy, Glitch King, Cold Slide, and tons of others found most of this stuff way before me, but I'm not sure which one to credit, so let's give them all some love and subscribe to them if glitches are your thing. On screen now are more Code ADAMARU legends who sent me a Twitter DM with proof of what they grabbed in the store, and in return I say thanks by showcasing their names here. Thank you very much, I truly appreciate you. I'm Adam from PlayStation Grenade, you're awesome, I'll see you next time.